Winning is a universal aspiration, something everybody strives for in one way or another. It is the pinnacle of all the hard work, determination and perseverance put into an activity. When we win, it's like validation for all the effort we put into our endeavors, and provides a sense of accomplishment and happiness. However, winning is much more than crossing the finish line or holding a trophy. Winning is about making progress, overcoming obstacles, and becoming the best version of ourselves. Winning often requires discipline and focus. Every great victory starts with a vision, a clear goal that motivates us to take action. Whether it's acing an exam, landing a dream job, completing a marathon, or overcoming a personal challenge, the process of working toward a win teaches us valuable lessons about patience, commitment, and resilience. The path to victory often requires sacrifice, such as giving up comfort, dedicating time, or stepping out of our comfort zones. These sacrifices make the reward even sweeter because they remind us that we earned our success through effort and persistence. Winning doesn't have to be grand or public. It can also be deeply personal. Sometimes victories come in the form of small everyday wins, pushing through a difficult day, finishing a task you've been procrastinating, or finding the courage to take the first step toward a goal. These wins might not be celebrated by others, but they are just as significant because they reflect our growth and determination. True winning is not just about external success or accolades. It's about how the process shapes us as individuals. Winning challenges us to grow, to push past limitations, and to strive for excellence. For example, an athlete who trains for years to win a championship doesn't just gain a medal. They gain discipline, focus, and the understanding of what it means to persevere. All these traits stay long after the moment of victory is past, enriching their life in so many ways. To top it all, in some respects, win is not necessarily a competition with other people. It's often a competition with ourselves. It's about trying to be better than we were yesterday. Once we strive to find our areas of self-improvement, then we redefine what winning is. It's not beating them. It's more about growth, mastery, and fulfillment. Winning comes with responsibility. The best winners are humble and thankful. They know that much of what makes them successful is a result of the encouragement, resources, or collaboration of others. Being thankful helps us stay humble and remind one another to pay forward this part of success by helping others on their journeys. Winning is not only about the win, but the journey to the win. It's about being courageous in going after your dreams, being resilient in the face of challenges, and determined in seeing things through. Winning is not defined by who wins. Rather, it is the process of striving for a win and what you achieve along the way that really matters. Whether a small personal victory or a huge accomplishment, what you learn and how you're transformed because of winning are priceless. Losing is an inevitable part of life, and though it often carries a negative connotation, it is one of the most valuable experiences we can have. To lose does not mean to fail. It means encountering challenges and setbacks that test our resolve, teach us lessons, and push us toward growth. It is a natural step in the process toward success. It becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block, when one can accept it in the right spirit. The biggest part of losing is the view it gives you. When one loses, then he gets the chance to introspect on what went wrong and why. This reflection is very important to be used to improve oneself because it helps point out the weaknesses, mistakes, and areas where one can do better. For instance, a student who fails an essential test has the opportunity to reevaluate their study habits, determine where knowledge gaps exist, and prepare better for the next shot. In this regard, losing can be one of the most influential teachers we may have. Losing also makes one more resilient. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are bound to happen, no matter how hard we try to avoid them. The ability to bounce back from a loss, however, is what separates those who eventually succeed from those who give up. Every time we face defeat and choose to rise again, we become stronger and more prepared for future challenges. This resilience helps us to approach difficulties with confidence, knowing that we have the strength to overcome them. Another important lesson that loss teaches is humility. Sometimes, winning makes one forget the efforts that were made to succeed, or the role that others played in the journey. Losing reminds us of our limitations and keeps us grounded. It makes us appreciate the victories when they do come, and fosters a sense of gratitude for the journey itself. It's about the fact that loss is not forever. It is the moment and not at all a reflection of your value or potentiality. Everyone, from the most successful entrepreneurs to the greatest athletes, has experienced some defeat in life. In fact, several of the world's most inspiring figures attribute their final victories to the lessons they learned from failure. For instance, Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." His perseverance in the face of repeated losses ultimately led to groundbreaking innovations. Losing also teaches us that our identity shouldn't be put into the result we get in the end. Just because you lost doesn't make you a loser. The action of trying or putting yourself in the game to begin with places you in another category of people altogether, as someone ready to take some risks and pursue their passions. This allows the focus from external results and places it on your internal growth, the most lasting impact. In conclusion, losing is a part of any meaningful journey. It teaches lessons, builds character, and strengthens resilience. Instead of fearing or avoiding loss, we should embrace it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. Each loss is not the end, but a crucial chapter in the story of our success. Therefore, the most essential thing we can learn from our wins and losses is that none of them will last. We can be basking in the glory of our wins or dealing with the sting of defeat, but the reality remains that these moments pass into history. They do not define us, nor should they make us assume a certain approach to the future. Instead of letting the temporarily nature that success and failure seem to come in, it is rather important for us to focus on this continuous journey that keeps sailing, irrespective of the consequences. Both winning and losing are momental passages of time. We could remember them perhaps, but they do not constitute the sum and substance of our life. After all, victory may give us a thrill, and defeat an ache in our heart. But both of these, too, come and go like wind. A win may immediately turn into memory, while the loss gives birth to opportunities in life. It only matters that the happenings are going to be used and will eventually show up in that much longer line. Take a basketball team for an example. Their celebrations will certainly be noisy if they won a championship, but for sure in a few weeks from now the training for the season will start again. Similarly, after losing, the team will feel sad and frustrated, but they will recover, learn from their experience, and look forward to the next season. In both instances, the present moment quickly becomes history. Life, just like sports, is a cycle of struggles and triumphs, each in its own way temporary. This impermanence must remind us that nothing can ever be defined for us by one event. Victory cannot make us invincible. A loss, failure, it's all very fleeting. So these events are temporary, and what matters most is the way in which we react to them. In winning, we should humbly and thankfully enjoy the success, knowing that it cannot last long. On the other hand, losing should be seen as an experience in the life of one who gains the lesson, instead of considering it a permanent outcome of defeat. This is a lifetime ability, how to surpass both the victory and defeat once lived with dignity. At times, the tendency to focus much on winning or losing ends up distracting from the bigger issue. Life is about a moment of accumulation of experience, growth, and progress, not just achievement of a certain milestone. The happiness associated with achieving one's goal would be short-term, but it is the individual who emerges through the process. It is during this journey that a person develops his or her character, which defines his or her very existence. This temporary nature of both winning and losing encourages resilience. It teaches us that setbacks and triumphs are not final, but phases in a greater journey. Every win leads to new challenges, and every loss brings new opportunities for growth. Neither success nor failure should cause us to become complacent. We should always be ready to move forward, knowing that each moment is temporary, and that the next moment holds new potential. All this goes to show that winning and losing are major happenings that pass through and have nothing permanent. It forms an endless chain of experiences for learning through challenge and growth. What's vital is what one makes out of winning or losing, in respect of responding and utilizing these incidents to keep up in the game as a part of a learning journey. We can live life more in balance, with resilience and perspective, if we remember that neither victory nor defeat is permanent. In a way, defeat goes beyond the experience of losing itself. It's not an outcome, but rather defined by the attitude and our will to continue even when things seem to be falling apart. To say, "I will never be defeated," is to declare that no matter how many setbacks we face, no matter how many challenges we encounter, we rise up and fight again. True defeat only takes place when circumstances overwhelm us and make us give up on ourselves or our dreams. In a way, then, we can never truly be defeated unless we want to. The first step in adopting this mindset is to understand that defeat is not the same as failure. Failure is simply a temporary setback, a momentary deviation from our intended path. It's an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. However, true defeat comes when we lose our belief in ourselves, when we give up, or when we stop trying altogether. As long as we move forward, no matter how slowly or painfully, we are not defeated. The greatest contributing factor in not being defeated is the quality of resilience, bouncing back after suffering. Resilience does not mean that we don't feel the weight of the challenge, that we do not struggle. It means only that we are strong enough to continue. Every time we rise from a fall, every time we continue pursuing our goals after a setback, we prove that we are not defeated. It's through this relentless perseverance that we grow stronger and more capable of handling the next challenge. The other important thing in never being defeated is hope. Hope is the belief that no matter how tough things get, better days lie ahead. It is the inner conviction that our efforts are not in vain, that success is possible, even if we haven't reached it yet. This hope acts as a beacon in times of darkness, guiding us toward the future and helping us endure even the most trying moments. As long as we hold on to hope, we will never allow defeat to take hold of us. Adapting is part of not being defeated. Life full of unpredictable challenges, and sometime the path planned for ourselves will not longer be viable. Yet this does not imply that we have been defeated. It just shows that we must find a different path, think in a different manner about the problem, or revise our strategy. Flexibility is the essence of resilience, because it enables us to keep moving forward even when circumstances change. The ability to adapt ensures that we stay in the game and remain open to new opportunities. In addition, embracing the mindset of never being defeated also means accepting that setbacks are part of life. No one achieves success without facing obstacles. Every human being who ever succeeded in doing something significant has faced hardships, failures, and disappointments. What made the difference between those who never quit and those who quit is that they were not afraid to carry on despite failure. When one accepts failure as a part of progress, then that person is able to free him or herself from the fear of defeat and concentrates more on progress. In conclusion, to say I will never be defeated is not to claim that we won't face challenges or experience losses. Is to acknowledge that defeat only happens when we stop trying. By fostering resilience, hope, and adaptability, we ensure that no matter how difficult the journey becomes, we remain committed to pushing forward. We shall always find a way to stand up with our adversities and keep moving forward in pursuit of our goals. So long as we don't give up, no one will ever defeat us in truth. The strength of determination. Determination is the fuel that drives us forward in the face of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. It is the inner strength that allows us to keep going when the road becomes tough, when the odds seem insurmountable, or when it feels easier to quit. Determination is not just about having a goal in mind. It's about maintaining the relentless drive to pursue that goal, despite the difficulties we encounter along the way. It's what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up halfway. One of the key characteristics of determination is persistence. It's about continuing to put in the effort, day after day, regardless of the results. We are focused and undeterred by temporary setbacks that hinder our way. We take them as a test of character rather than quitting. Persistence enables us to continue when the rest would give up, and this is what leads to breaks most of the time. Success comes rarely in an easy way, and it is persistence that lets us play long enough to win. Determination also has a sense of resilience. This means being able to bounce back after failure or disappointment. Every person will have his share of setbacks, but the determined people don't let failures define them. Failure is viewed as a lesson on how to perfect their approach and try again. Resilience is a major part of determination because it teaches us that setbacks are not the end of the road. They are simply detours on the journey to success. With determination, we are able to overcome even the most difficult circumstances. A determined person is also driven by purpose. This provides clarity on the reason why one wants to achieve a specific goal, or even the reason one is facing a challenge. Purpose lends an immense amount of strength. It gives you direction, motivation, and energy. When one is determined, no distractions, doubts, or negative feedback can swerve him off his track, because sense of purpose always keeps him or her grounded. It gives one the inner fire to continue with the goal as things seem tough. While determination does rely on willpower, it requires strategy and planning. Determined people are not only willing to put in the effort and hard work required to accomplish their goals, but also do not hesitate to reassess or adjust their approach when necessary. The minute one path fails, a resolute person finds another path. They do not waste energy regretting or complaining about what should have been. Instead, they strive to find the solution. That is the only way you stay on course, no matter what the situation is. Determination is infectious. When you show determination, it inspires other people to become determined as well. It compels others to keep going forward, to believe in their own abilities, and to challenge the obstacles standing in their path. The stronger your determination is, the ripple effect it could create, challenging others to chase their goals and dreams with a similar level of commitment. Conclusion. The strength of determination is what keeps one moving forward when there are obstacles along the way. It's driven by persistence, resilience, purpose, and willingness to change. Determination transforms dreams into reality as it gives us the strength not to let things become impossible on our path towards goals. It empowers us to see setbacks as opportunities to grow and drives us to never give up, no matter how tough the journey may be. With this determination comes the strength to persevere and courage to move forward, knowing that success is often just ahead of the next challenge. The value of a never-give-up mindset. It has always been said that with a never-give-up attitude, one's mindset paves the way for long-term success and personal growth. It is not being stubborn in pursuing something despite all the odds. It's keeping a mindset that refuses to be discouraged by temporary failures. That's how we can keep moving forward rather than backtracking because of obstacles. It's a mindset that views failures as stepping stones rather than barriers, and always keeps the bigger picture in focus. The first key aspect of a never-give-up attitude is resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and success rarely comes without facing adversity. Whether in personal life, career, or education, setbacks and challenges are inevitable. The real test is how we respond to those setbacks. A never-give-up person does not worry about the hassle or give up under frustration. He acknowledges the hurdle, learns from it, and changes his tactic. Resilience is rebounding from failure and picking up pieces to move ahead with the same determination. The second aspect of never-give-up attitude is persistence. Perseverance means pushing toward our goals even when things get tough or when the immediate results are not visible. This is where most people fail. To persevere when progress is slow or the goal seems too far out of reach. But it is perseverance that separates those who ultimately succeed from those who give up along the way. It's the readiness to keep on moving one foot ahead of another, day by day, whether the path forward is unclear or arduous. In persevering, we have demonstrated to ourselves that we can do more than we ever considered possible. Having a never-give-up attitude also depends on finding a purpose. You know why you are doing this particular thing, no matter how difficult it may be, but you are keeping going. With a compelling why that fuels your purpose, it's easier to continue even during difficult times. Purpose brings much-needed clarity and focus, and helps remind you of the larger goal during rough times. This might be related to taking care of your family, improving society, or your self-development. Whatever your reason is, it's easy to keep moving ahead as long as your sense of purpose remains strong. This attitude also gives the individual a continuous learning mindset. The individual views challenges as an opportunity to learn and grow instead of seeing them as obstacles. They come to each setback with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to learn from their mistakes. With this learning mindset, they adapt quickly and adjust their strategies when things don't go according to plan. Instead of feeling dejected about failure, they see it as a very good experience that gets them closer to success. A never-give-up attitude requires a belief in one's ability to overcome adversity. It is about trusting that you can handle whatever challenges come your way. This belief in your own strength and resourcefulness is empowering. It shifts your focus from what could go wrong to what you can do to succeed. Even when the path ahead looks uncertain, you trust that with persistence and determination, you can find a way. It's never-give-up attitude. A never-give-up attitude for going over the obstacle and achieving success in the long run. It is a mentality that is born out of resilience, perseverance, and a sense of purpose. It makes us go on even when the journey is hard, and it empowers us to see setbacks as opportunities for growth. This never-give-up attitude helps people tackle the mountainous challenges ahead with ease and confidence. One of the most powerful forces you can tap into is believing in yourself. It is the building block for confidence, for perseverance, and the golden key to unlock what you are meant to be. Self-belief does not mean you are perfect or infallible. It means trusting in your ability to rise to challenges, learn from mistakes, and continue to grow. The power of believing in yourself lies in how it shapes your mindset, drives your actions, and ultimately helps you create the life you desire. One of the primary benefits of self-belief is the confidence it instills. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to take risks, pursue new opportunities, and step outside of your comfort zone. This confidence is contagious, influencing not only how you see yourself, but also how others perceive you. People are naturally drawn to those who believe in their abilities and are willing to take chances. It shows a sense of self-confidence and a readiness to face anything that may come your way. Believing in oneself is very important in creating resilience. Obstacles are part of life, and it is easy to be disappointed when things do not go as planned. However, when you believe in yourself, you become resilient enough to bounce back at a problem. Rather than seeing failure as the end, you see it as a short-term barrier. Self-belief helps you maintain your long-term goals and the strength to continue pushing forward when the going gets tough. With self-belief, you know that you have the capacity to adapt, learn, and try again until you succeed. Belief in oneself fosters a sense of personal responsibility. Once you have confidence in your capability, you start taking ownership of the actions you perform and decisions you make. You come to believe that your future is yours to control, and the decisions you make today will mold the life you are going to lead tomorrow. It helps you take control over your future, which in turn makes you act in a proactive manner towards the achievement of your aspirations. You do not wait for the right moment or rely on circumstances outside yourself to create the perfect change. You take control of your life. Belief in your own capacity to change things around you drives you to success. Self-belief also contributes to a growth mindset. The more you believe you can learn and grow, the more you will be open and curious to new challenges. You know that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but a part of learning. It encourages the mindset to look at setbacks as openings for growth and not as roadblocks in your path. Each mistake becomes a lesson, and every challenge an opportunity to get better. Through this perspective, you're able to stay optimistic and keep going forward, no matter what difficulties you may face. The power to believe in self also affects and influences your dealings with other persons. When people are confident regarding their abilities and skills, they begin to surround themselves with people of like-minded caliber who uplift their spirits and work towards their strengths. Your beliefs in yourself draw like-minded folk who share your sense of values and direction. You shall also be an effective communicator, for you will stand ground on your judgment and set solid boundaries. It enhances your self-advocacy, which is vital in personal and professional life. To sum it up, the power of believing in yourself is so powerful. It changes your mindset, influences your actions, and guides you through the struggles of life with confidence and resilience. Self-belief allows you to take risks, learn from failure, and fully take responsibility for your future. It creates a growth mindset and attracts positive relationships, making a strong foundation for success. Self-belief is not just about confidence, it is about trust. Trusting that you have the strength, ability, and potential to achieve your goals and create the life you want. You are unstoppable with self-belief.